welcome to A B to Z. I'm Tim Fenneman.
I'm Bailey Hurley.
And I'm Eric Liu. Now let's take a look at today's stories.
The diploma list for the class of 2015 is posted in the main hallway for seniors to check out the spelling of their names.
If there is a correction that needs to be made, you must see Mrs. Hurley in the administration office.
If you want to confirm, check with Power School because this is the source of the names on the list.
Also happening in the school right now, the student council is having a fundraiser with 2 local Acton companies.
There are 2 ways you can help the student council raise money.
Download the Now Local app to your iPhone, Android, or Windows phone. For every person who downloads the app, the student council will receive a contribution from the app.
The app is helpful as it offers a way to find local businesses and special offers from these businesses.
Along with this app, Michael Shu will donate $10 to every student council for every person who buys UGG or Hunter boots and mentions Now Local at checkout.
After you purchase your new boots, you can buy them at pre-sale tickets to Sweet Charity, ABRHS's winter musical.
Sweet Charity is about a young girl who works at a dance club. She believes she has only seen the darker part of her life. She meets Oscar and believes her luck has changed.
The show is expected to be a great one, so buy our tickets quick. They can be bought from any cast member for $16 for evening show and $12 for a matinee. These prices are both $2 off the normal, so you won't want to miss out on this deal.
A lot of our actors look like they will have bright futures after AB.
That's true, Eric Liu. That rhymes. Anyways, a lot of past students have gone on to impressive post-high school careers. One such person is 1991 AB alumnus Jamie Eldridge.
Actually, Bailey, that's Senator Eldridge Hugh. Here now on this week's Community Profile, Ben Gottesman sits down with the senator to talk about his career in politics and his long-term goals.
Ever since he was a little kid, Jamie Eldridge has always been one to strive for his goals, achieving an elected position in the government. Now he's the senator of Massachusetts, and here he is for more.
I've been a state senator for a little over 5 years, and then I was a state representative for 6 years before then, so a total of 11 years.
Now Senator Eldridge describes his first elected position.
I was actually on the Board of Commissioners for the Acton Housing Authority, so I started locally here in Acton before I ran for the legislature.
Senator Eldridge now tells us what he does on a daily basis.
Every day is different. Often what I do is I go into the State House and I meet with constituents or advocates on issues everything from education to the environment to housing to civil rights issues. And then usually at the end of the day I'm going home to attend an event, maybe a Chamber of Commerce awards dinner or a school committee meeting or a cultural event. And that's sort of what I do every day is going into Boston for most of the day and then coming out at night. The weekends are usually full of district events as well, so it's pretty much a 6 or 7 day a week kind of job.
Senator Eldridge has a lot to be proud of in his senatorial position. Now he elaborates on that.
I would say one of the things I'm most proud of is in my third term as a state representative, we worked to increase the amount of state aid for every single public school in Massachusetts, and that was something that particularly helped Acton-Boxborough. And so to get more state aid to a school where I went and really benefited from, I took a lot of satisfaction from that about seeing how that could allow for more programming and more teachers for the school system. So that was certainly something I was very proud of. And then in 2008, the legislature passed the Green Communities Act to make sure we were investing in alternative energy and doing what we could to reduce global warming. And Massachusetts now is the #1 state in the country on energy efficiency. And that's an issue that I've really worked on very hard throughout my career. I think that the Senate district I represent, which used to be represented by Pam Rezor and then Bob Durand, they're big environmentalists, and so I have very big shoes to fill, and I've always been a real passionate advocate for the environment and energy here in Massachusetts.
Senator Eldridge explains when he decided that he wanted to work in the government.
Started at a very early age. I was always interested in history and current affairs, even back in elementary school. But I decided that I wanted to run for the legislature and specifically for the state senate when I was 16 years old. And I got involved in a campaign for state senate here in Acton. A gentleman named Bob Durand, who was elected to the state senate. And so I was riding around with my bike around Acton, putting up lawn signs at age 16, and sort of knew then that I wanted to run for his seat. And now I hold that seat, so I take great pride in that.
Another interesting fact about Senator Eldridge is that he graduated from ABRHS in 1991. Now he reminisces about the experiences he had in high school.
Great memories from AB. I think the thing that I'm most happy about is that I took advantage of every opportunity at Acton-Boxborough, and I think that's what's so great is it's a school that has so much for everyone, whether you're interested in sports, the arts, writing, other extracurricular activities. When I was at AB, I played on both the basketball and soccer teams, was part of the school newspaper, I was on the student council, and I also did a lot of community service through ABCO. And I think just having those diversity of experiences was great, because then when I returned home from Acton after college and decided to run for public office, you know, I had a fairly good knowledge of the town and sort of how to get out and meet people. I think that and the fact that I just had such excellent teachers and really learned a lot about different issues, especially around current affairs and history, you know, really is where I got most passionate about running for public office.
Jamie Eldridge made a lot of friends when he went to ABRHS, one of them being David Green, who now teaches history here. Now David Green talks about what he remembers about his friend Jamie Eldridge.
I've known him since I was 6 years old. He and I played soccer together literally in the first grade, and went through high school together. We graduated in the same class, hung out a ton socially, and had a lot of friends in common too. But I'd say the main thing that I remember, given where Senator Eldridge has landed in life, is that his interest in politics is for real, and it is lifelong. When we were in high school, he did internships at the State House, the way a lot of AB kids do now with him. And it was something that he always said he wanted to do and was going to do. And so unlike people who change their minds a million times, which isn't bad either, he was somebody who really knew from the very beginning that this was the world he wanted to be in. And I'll never forget that, because I always wanted this to work out for him, and I'm so thrilled that it has.
Now Senator Eldridge describes his other aspirations besides being a state senator.
I would certainly like to run for higher office someday. You know, right now I really love my position as state senator. I'm in my third term right now, and will be running for re-election for my fourth term this fall. But I would like someday to maybe run for United States Congress for statewide office, and often it's just a matter of seeing if that opportunity comes up.
It amazes me how much he gives back to the AB community.
Speaking of giving back, now is the time for PTSO members to pay their $35 dues. Right now, only 39% of families have paid the due.
The due is tax deductible and is necessary as it plays a critical role in how the schools communicate with the community and inform families about important student events, grants, and scholarships.
This is an important fund, and dues should be paid as soon as possible.
Our fall sports teams had amazing seasons. In fact, girls soccer and field hockey both captured league titles.
Boys soccer this year was a runner-up in the North Division. Unfortunately, they lost to St. John's on penalty kicks.
Field hockey ultimately won the state championship, 1-0 against Neshoba. After this successful season of sports, AB looks to have a great winter as well.
Yeah, girls hockey hopes to continue their recent success, and basketball looks for a DCL title this winter. The track teams are also looking strong, hoping for a DCL or even a state title.
Now we take a closer look at the upcoming seasons with Cal, Des, and Tommy talking to some of the winter athletes.
Nick McCarthy gave us the outlook on this upcoming season for winter track.
Well, we lost one of our seniors last year, high jumper, so it's me, Henry Grover, and we're currently looking for a third high jumper. We're having tryouts right now, but we're expecting to have a good group of jumpers this year. For me personally, I'm trying to jump for 6 foot, which last year I jumped 5'7".
Jack Mattis talked to us about the basketball team's first win of the year and moving forward.
Great first win for the season. Hopefully we can. We're really aggressive, especially on the offensive side of the ball, and hopefully we can translate that to future games.
We talked to Jack Amaral on the wrestling team and his goals for the upcoming season.
A pretty solid group of guys, and we're going to do pretty well, but getting the DCL championship will be pretty difficult.
We talked to Anna McCarthy about her thoughts on the upcoming hockey season.
Lost a lot of good players last year, but I definitely think that this year we got a really strong team. We're all really close, and we've gotten better every practice and game, so I really think we can make it far this year.
Anna Papalia told us about the gymnastics team's outlook on this upcoming season.
I think we'll do better this year because we have a lot of new, good incoming freshmen, and our captains this year are really good, so they'll drive our team to the DCLs.
After a successful fall season, we wish the best to AB this winter.
Hopefully our winter season will be as good as our fall was.
I agree, Bailey. AB to Z will be taking a quick break, and our next all-new episode will come after the new year.
I'm Bailey Hurley.
I'm Tim Fenneman.
And I'm Eric Liu.
Enjoy your holiday break, everyone. Vanderbilt.